Hello guys, welcome to a new video on Tower of God New World. And in this video, we're going to talk about the dev notes number 11 that they just released. But before doing that, I just wanted to uh, say something about the current situation of the channel. As you saw, I'm not frequently posting new videos. If there are no like big releases, I will try to go back to the previous schedule. So I doubt I will make one video a day again. I will try to go for one video every 2 days or so, something like that. Whenever there is a major update, like maybe this one or like the usual content release, I'm still going to do like the lives and the videos covering those. But yeah, for the most part, I will slow down a bit because yeah, the whole race situation and stuff just made me play the game less and less. And now I find it hard, like, to actually find the time to create content. I will try to go back to a more regular schedule. We'll see how it goes. That being said, there is some content that I'm planning to do, and as we will see in the dev notes in a second, there is a lot of stuff coming out that will uh, have an impact on the current ratings of the units and the current investment recommendation of certain units. So we'll also review the spreadsheet probably. And yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I'm also going to try and add the secret floor tips to clear it with few units, and if you're just starting out, which kind of units you should use in the different floors, and some recommendations. I will try to create that tab for the spreadsheet. I don't have a timeline yet, but I will try to do it as soon as possible. And I will also try to make a new video covering the, I don't know, tips for new players, because now we have some welcome banners that have been released. I will have to experience them firsthand to just have a clear idea of what's better, like what's the right course of action when you are new to the game and you're creating a new account. But for the most part, I would say the Hiwa banner is huge. The Evankel banner is also pretty awesome if you want to max out that unit. That's definitely really like extremely beneficial. And yeah, there is also the Joachim banner that is also great if you don't want to go for Evankel for whatever reason. Then Hiwa plus Joaquin is definitely huge. But yeah, that's kind of up to you. The usual consensus that's spread among the community seems to be Hiwa first. That's okay, that's clear, to Rainbow 5, and then save everything until Evankel to Rainbow 5. That seems to be what's best in general. I haven't tried it firsthand, I don't know, but it definitely seems reasonable to me, because you can always max a necessary unit outside of the welcome banners, no problem. And having the possibility of getting one Rainbow 5 unit super easily is going to be extremely important. Even more so with Tier 4 and 5 coming out, and we're going to go over that in these dev notes. That is really going to be a huge plus. So I really think that's going to be the most optimal way. And that's all, guys. That being said, we can move on to the dev notes themselves. This first section is just them talking about the race event issue again. As we saw in the previous video, they kind of address it because they are closing it. It was one of the options I was okay with. Unfortunately, it's not optimal for people that are on like floor 70 or so. That's still shit. But I mean, still better than having an unfair system in place. They recognized it. They said they're going to, like, for future events, they're going to take this kind of issue into account. So I'm really glad for that. I hope they are going to do that and be more mindful of what they release. So that's really good. And here they basically try to give us an explanation as to why we did not receive a compensation for the previous clears, saying it's not easy to determine whether someone would have the rights to get the clear rewards or not. But I mean, honestly, like if this event would have been in place since day one, nobody would have like everyone would have cleared the 7 or so stages in 1 week. Everyone, everyone. There would be not a single person that would just stay there for 7 days and not progress at all. That would really be almost impossible. So I understand where they're coming from, but they should also just say, okay, let's give the clear rewards to everyone because everyone would have gotten the clear rewards. Not the ranking ones, but the clear rewards for sure. But okay, we'll see. They will try to see. They will try to analyze the situation and see if they can do some sort of retroactive applications, if possible. Otherwise, whatever. They're just going to remove it and introduce something else. Seems on the same date they're going to add a new system that is going to be appropriate and not just a stupid thing like this one. So glad they understood it. And whatever. Let's just close that topic entirely. We don't care anymore. Finally is going to come to a closure, to an ending, whatever. That's good. Now, over the first point, we are going to get the costume for Hiwa, the like the one for the popularity poll during the half year anniversary. We're going to get that on June 5th. And it's going to be free for everyone. As soon as you log in, you're going to get it. The skin seems really, really good. Way better than the one that you can see here in the exchange shop, I think. Like, in my opinion, this one is not bad, but this one is way better. I don't see why people would, I don't know, even waste these 5,000 points. They seem a lot because as of right now, we do not really get a ton of these points. I only have 100. I don't think I can get many more than that. Because during this race, there are not many you can get. Like you can get a lot if you're first, but this one is extremely expensive. Like only whales can rank. I think in the first 100 position, it's only for whales. So most people will only get 150 points. That's really stupid. Well, 150 plus 150, it's 300 in total. Actually, I don't know if a lot of people will get 200 tickets. Could be, yeah, should be easy. Okay, should be possible with just the free from the loot, but okay. Anyway, I digressed a bit. So yeah, that skin from the event is really just for dumb people. Do not get that. I think the most important ones, obviously also the titles and the backgrounds are all useless. These ones for 2,000, I also think are pretty useless. This one for 5,000 is kind of okay. Keys, quite expensive. These ones, way too expensive. These ones could be okay, but even then, not really that worthwhile. This one seems okay. This one seems nice, not too bad. These ones are probably the most important ones. I don't know. I will maybe make videos on the additional content that just released, all the passes or the rewards that's done there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really that excited about that shop. But okay, back to the dev notes. We're going to get this skin on June 5th. Really, really good. Since this unit is one of the most popular one, actually the most popular unit. That's really appreciated. So really good. Then over one of the most important things that we have here in the dev notes, that is the Revolution expansion, second phase. So the way they decided to do it, I thought they were going to release like tier 4 and tier 5, and then on another time tier 6. But what they're doing is they're going to release tier 4 to 6 for SSR Plus units on June 5th. And then on July 17th, they're going to release it for SSR units. That's a strange way to address it. I don't know. That's really a weird release schedule, in my opinion, but it's fine. Whatever. They're going to give us a taste of it with SSR Plus units that not a lot of people will have maxed, because now we're going to go over it. But the limit break requirement is pretty demanding. So not a lot of people will get to try this system on the SSR Plus units. And afterwards, we're going to get it for all SSR. And in that case, it's going to be a lot easier. And I'm guessing also the effects are going to be a lot lower, probably compared to SSR Plus units. But okay, so how this is going to work, I'm not sure. But from the way they worded it here, they said that tier 6 is going to have a different kind of currency. They did not mention tier 4 and tier 5. We got some leaks on some new icons for the revolution. At this point, I'm guessing it's the unlock one and the upgrade one for the tier 6, but I'm not sure. So before I thought it was only going to be like it was going to be a new currency for all tiers from tier 4 to tier 5. That's also why I spent a bit too many of these revolution fragments. I don't have enough here. That's going to be a problem. So yeah, we'll see. They will release for sure some paid kind of passes when they release this second part here. So I'm not too afraid there. But yeah, definitely was not a good move on my side. I should have waited, because now I fear from the way they wrote it here that tier 4 and tier 5 are still going to use revolution fragments and shining revolution fragments. But we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope they're going to release new currencies and give us more in general. We'll see. But okay, now let's see what we get with these new tiers. So we already received information that tier 4 and tier 5 are going to be the like announcements on the skills, which is good. And we also have an example below that we're going to go over in a second. Unfortunately, the unlocking condition is that for tier 4, you need orange 4, and for tier 5, you need rainbow 5. That's really a lot of dupes on SSR Plus unit, and that will have a major impact on the ranking of the units in my spreadsheet, and I will have to make massive changes to it to address and to take into account these new changes. Also, testing them will take a long time because I will have to unlock most of those. So yeah, it's really going to be tricky, but we'll see. And yeah, if we go below here, we have an example of what Kun Machine is going to receive, and that's pretty massive, if you ask me. And I'm also considering just getting her to orange 4, at least to get this effect. That is going to be quite huge. So whenever she activates Trident, she's going to get a permanent, it seems, 100% attack increase and decrease the cooldown of the Trident by 3 seconds, meaning that she's going to cast Trident more times and get, in turn, more cooldown reduction and more attack increase. That's going to be pretty good. The thing is, the Trident already lasts for 8 seconds, plus I'm sure the Exotic event also increases it. Yeah, 12 seconds. And most of the times, if you're running her with a lot of damage and heavily invested, plus this 100% attack increase, she's going to most likely kill the whole enemy team during this time. So you are not really going to get a ton of value out of the stacking. But the 100% attack alone is already really, really huge. So I think this one is going to be really important for her. Tier 5, nothing major. The coefficient of this barrier is going to increase by 200%, like of an additional 200%, so it's going to go to 800% of our attack. And whenever there are allies within the field that's created, they're going to recover 80% of Machinist attack every second. Not too important for her because she's squishy. She doesn't have any resistances. She's going to explode. Doesn't matter whether she receives heals or not. But what could be good is if you want to go with resistances on her for some reason, if you want to use her as a, I don't know, stun bot because she has a stun on her basic attack coming from the passive, paralyze, and you want to still get the benefit of multiple tridents because if she's not a DPS, the fight is going to last longer. She's probably going to cast more than one trident at that point, and you're going to get more benefits out of the attack increase and the cooldown reduction. That's going to be interesting and cool way to play her probably, but I don't know. Again, needs to be tested. And then we get the effect of the Revolution Tier 6, which seems to only be applied in Arena. And again, uses a different kind of currency. Already talked about that before. So I don't know, not really that important. I won't really probably stress this in any kind of way because free-to-play players do not care about arena content in general, and whales are going to unlock it anyway. I don't think I will waste a lot of time to test it through that much. I'm not really into PvP myself, so I don't know. We'll see. The effects seem nice. Looking at the icon, here we can see it seems to be like ranged one. So all ranged will likely have the same effect, which is accuracy increase and attack increase in arena. Pretty substantial, pretty nice, but I don't know. I don't know, guys. Not that relevant. The currency used is different, and it also seems like you're going to get those fragments in like events and stuff. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's pretty much irrelevant. It's a nice effect. You can see it both in the skill menu and also in the portrait. Really nice. Is going to give you access, most importantly, to additional nodes. From here, it seems something related to cooldown, and the other one I have no clue. But yeah, I don't know. If it's important, is only going to be if the nodes are in any way impactful, but I doubt it. Okay, enough of the new revolution nodes. I already talked way too much about them. Now let's go over the revolution room system that's also going to be introduced on the update on June 5th. And this is going to be a sort of seasonal event. I'm not sure about the frequency, but every season lasts for 4 weeks. So we will have 4 weeks, and then I have no idea how much time we will have to wait for the next season to start. But there will be some rooms or floors, however we want to call them, to clear. We're going to get challenges. We will be required to use more and more teams, up to 5. Interesting. I really want to see how players that just started are going to deal with 5 teams, but we'll see. There are also going to be ways to boost your stats specifically for this event. It seems like we are going to be normalized in the Shinsu links. So at this point, only dupes and exclusive equipment and ignition weapons are going to count in this mode, the same as the Eldraine Arena, basically. It's going to be interesting. And yeah, there will be these new currencies that will help in increasing certain stats. Now, it's not clear if those stats are going to be limited to this mode alone. I think so. Or if they're going to also be to have an impact on every other mode in the game. I don't know. And we'll see. I don't think they said it. I didn't really read it too much in detail. There are really too many things that lost me like in the first rows. So yeah, I don't know. Seems cool, seems an interesting system. And we'll just see how much of an impact it will have on the other modes, or I don't know. I will definitely make content on these as soon as it's released. and we'll see. New story, not important. Let's just move on. We have the Vivv release on June 5th. So that's confirmed, only an SSR unit. And she's going to be purple instead of blue. We had her version in the game that was blue. Now it's going to be purple. That's a strange choice, I'd say, because blue is in need of more units, especially SSR ones, especially now that a lot of people started after the collab ended. So without collab units, blue is really in a bad position and would have definitely uh, it would have been great to have an additional DPS, which is likely going to be her position since she's a ranged unit. But whatever, we're going to get one in purple again. So we had Verdi, which was kind of disappointing slash only for bosses. And now we're going to get Vivv, which hopefully is going to be a unit for adventure and hopefully can, I don't think, compete with Joaquin, but provide more variety so that we can also play a second team with the Vivv main DPS. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. Especially for Wales, I think Mashani is going to be better for sure until July 17. That's when the revolution system is going to be applied to SSR units as well. Because yeah, if you're a whale, you will have her at a good amount of dupes, probably Rainbow 5, and you can leverage the revolution system. She's definitely going to be stronger than Vivv no matter what. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see, guys, how she's going to perform. I'm not too excited about it, to be honest, because again, purple is not in that much of a need for a ranged unit, but we'll see how she performs. If the skills are the same as the one that we had in game, I'm not excited at all, but we'll see. They probably changed it quite a bit. Then we have another really important thing, that is the expansion of Triessence and Origin Orb on June 12th. Pretty cool. This is going to be massive. We do not, you're not required to have anything particular to unlock the third page. You just need to have the second one unlocked. That's really huge. That's going to be a massive boost to everyone. As soon as this is released, I think everyone can clear easily 5, 6, 10 more floors. So that's also why I said I'm confident I can get floor 65, no problem. I can probably get to floor 68. People with my link already got to floor 68, so I think I could anyway. But yeah, I'm just mostly lacking accuracy. So this is definitely going to help. The origin orb is also definitely going to help. And we're going to get 5 additional link levels by unlocking the origin orb, which, by the way, I think I said it in one of my previous videos, but yeah, I would recommend all of you to save starting from now if you didn't before, but if you already did, when I said in one of my previous videos, you would have quite a lot of arena coins so that you can then spend on these manuals if they are needed. It's still not sure, but it seems like they're just adding more rows to the origin orb trees that are currently existing. So I'm expecting them to use these manuals and also these soul crystals. So that's also why I did not spend any of these. Well, the main reason is that I remember them talking about reworking the shop. They did something good here, in my opinion. This is definitely a nice addition, but not worth it yet, in my opinion, at least for me. But a nice source of these crystals, definitely nice. The rest of the stuff here is pretty much worthless. And here as well, they did not change anything. So I'm still waiting. I'm not spending my resources here until I get an idea of what they plan to do. But yeah, definitely for now, save soul crystals and save the arena coins for this, for the 3Essence page and also the Origin Orb extension. And all right, guys, that was all for these dev notes. Definitely a ton of stuff. Like they concentrated a ton of shit on like June 5 and June 12. Really huge. So I'm looking forward to that. And I will have to spend a ton of time after the June 12 update to push as hard as I can to get the most out of the race event. And I think all of you guys should do the same. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I will see you guys in one of the next videos. I'm pretty sure they're going to release the calendar for June soon. So either tomorrow or, well, if it's not tomorrow, it's going to be on Monday next week. But we'll see. Soon we're going to get the calendar for June and maybe some more information or the video for Vivv. And I'm going to cover those as well. I have to make the guides or character reviews for Jin Sung Ha and Yura as well. I did not make them. I don't remember if I did the one for Rack. I don't know. I will double check. But yeah, I have to prepare those as well. There is not much, to be honest, to be said about them. Just the usual thing. If you go over my spreadsheet, most of the stuff are already covered there. But yeah, I will nonetheless make a video on that. And I might as well make a video on some older units that may be important, like this guy. By the way, I'm going to get the orange 4 copy for sure for the tier 4. And if the tier 5 is huge, I'm also going to Rainbow 5 him for sure. So yeah, now slowly I'm getting most of the units to pretty high dupes. Like my lowest one at the moment is Karaka. And yeah, I will slowly get most of them to Rainbow 5, especially if their tier 5 is really good. Could also be that this guy is going to go back to be useful, maybe. We'll see what they have in store for him in the revolution system. I do not expect much, but if they do like buff him a ton, then I'd be pretty happy about it because I already have him 3 red. I could not use him at all, so I would be happy if, well, not as much to be honest, because then I would have to pull for him more to get him to orange 4 and rainbow 5, but still, it would be good. At least it's not a useless unit. But enough said, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.